It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital, but luckily for us, we have our heaters cranked all the way up here in the booth at Commanders Field. Teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Hurts throwing right away. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Commanders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. You talk about this Washington defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it, give him 7 there on the first down carry. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run now with Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Check 3, check 3, check 52. Check 31, check 31. 19 Tiger. Warrior 70. Let go.
In motion left is Wilson.
7 Pirates.
To the air goes Daniels. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They go play action with Hurts. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Watch the whip.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Undercut. Check. Hurt. He's crashing. He's check. 3. Check 13. Check 13. Back. Check. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Time to go. Night. 45. Mike 45.
Throwing now is Daniels. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Second and a couple. Here's Hurts to throw. Smith catches left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here's Brown on 2nd down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 3. Right back to Brown. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This 2nd and 4. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. In motion is Gray. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. On first down, Hurts. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
63.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. In motion, the tight end. There, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or 2. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Daniels. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
McPherson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down around the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Hurts. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Check smash, check smash. Ready, go.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Hey, check that. Street. Check.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got
a fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20, Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 66 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Shift. 60 Eagles.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Second and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. See, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
19 tight.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Back to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Here's 1st and goal. Barkley will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another try for Barkley. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. An inside give, Brown. And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a 2nd and 7.
79 Broncos. 45 to Mike. the mic. Check 45 the mic.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Man up, D. 45.
Now Daniels. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good.